Let's be honest, the summer transfer window isn't just about rumors and gossip, right? It's basically a high-stakes chess match. Every single signing, every whisper, it's a calculated move. It's a power play aimed squarely at grabbing next season's Champions League crown. All right, the market's officially open. The real battle for talent has begun. So, welcome to the Football Players Exchange. This is where we break down the really critical strategies clubs are using to get that edge for European glory. So that leads us to the big question, right? Who's making the winning moves? Which club is really setting themselves up to shift the balance of power in Europe? Let's dive in and break down the key battlegrounds. First stop, North London. Okay, first up, Arsenal. And their strategy? It seems pretty crystal clear, doesn't it? They're going after proven Premier League talent, and they're looking to make a serious run at that top prize. And you can tell the Gunners have really done their homework here. They've done detailed research on Newcastle's Anthony Gordon, and they're also eyeing a move for Aston Villa's Morgan Rogers. You see the pattern here, right? This isn't about taking a gamble on some foreign import. Nope. They're targeting players who are already killing it at an elite level right in the Premier League. And this is just brilliant, really. It shows their two-pronged attack perfectly. Think about it. By going after key players from direct rivals like Newcastle and Villa, they're not just beefing up their own squad for a tough Champions League run. At the exact same time, they're weakening the competition. It's a classic power play. All right, let's head north now for a rivalry as old as time. We've got Manchester City and Manchester United locked in a massive head-to-head battle for complete control of the midfield. And you have to look at the stakes here. They are completely different for each club. For City, this is all about maintaining that absolute dominance they've built. But for United, it's about rebuilding from the ground up, finding that solid foundation they've been missing for a while. So you have two clubs in totally different situations, but guess what? They have the exact same player in their sights. So, who's the player at the center of this huge tug-of-war? It's Morten Hjulmand, Sporting's Danish defensive midfielder. He's the guy they both believe can define their midfield. For City, he'd be the heir to their throne of control. For United, he's that disciplined anchor they've been desperately crying out for. Now, City has already held some informal talks, which tells you they're serious. United has made their interests very clear, and oh yeah, Juventus is hanging around watching too. So let's be real, whoever wins this race isn't just signing a player. They are landing a massive blow to their rivals' ambitions for next season. Okay, let's head down to London now. Here, the transfer strategies are, well, they're less about a direct fight and more about these huge, high-stakes gambles. Seriously, everything seems to hinge on one tiny little word: if. Yeah, the situation in London is really a tale of two completely different stories. For Chelsea, we're talking about a potential sale that's basically damage control. But for Spurs, it's a potential signing that's a very calculated risk, a chance to grab an incredible opportunity. Let me break that down for you.
See, it all comes down to results on the pitch. Chelsea might actually be forced to sell a star player like Enzo Fernandez just to balance the books if they miss out on that Champions League money. Now flip that coin. Tottenham could land a player of Andy Robertson's incredible caliber on a free transfer, but only if they stay up. It's wild, right? It's the perfect example of how one club's failure can become another club's massive win.
Okay, so beyond these specific club-on-club battles, you've got certain players whose futures could send shockwaves across all of Europe. We're talking about the big market movers and, of course, the wonder kids that every single top scout has circled on their list. So, could this be the most wanted 20-year-old in all of football right now? I mean, just look at this list of clubs chasing AZ Alkmaar's Kees Schmid. It's basically a who's who of European royalty. Getting a talent like him isn't just about this season. It's an investment in a potential decade of dominance.
And the dominoes are definitely starting to fall elsewhere too. You've got Celtic, who look ready to cash in on Benjamin Nygren, with clubs from the Premier League and La Liga knocking. Then there's Atalanta's Ederson. He's apparently turned down English clubs because he prefers a move to Atletico Madrid. And then, for the real wild card, you have Neymar. Yeah, that Neymar, in talks to move to FC Cincinnati in the MLS. It just goes to show you, the market is always full of surprises, and these moves can have ripple effects all over the world.
But you know, maybe the biggest, most strategic move of all isn't about buying a player. Maybe it's about securing the right leader. And for that, we have to go back to Old Trafford, because the most important transfer of the summer there, it might not involve a player at all. Just look at this number, 23. That's how many points Michael Carrick has pulled in from a possible 30 since he took over as interim head coach. That is an absolutely elite return. The number really speaks for itself.
So what's the crucial takeaway here? It's that Michael Carrick is now in pole position to get that permanent manager job. And you have to understand, getting the right manager is everything. It's the foundation that your entire transfer strategy is built on. It defines the vision, it attracts the right players, and it stabilizes the whole club for that big Champions League push. Honestly, this is the one move that makes all the other moves even possible. And all of this leaves us with one final massive question. When you look at everything, Arsenal's targeted raid on their rivals, that midfield battle in Manchester, the high-stakes gambles down in London, or United's potential managerial masterstroke, which of these strategies do you think is going to be the one that really shifts the balance of power in Europe? That's the real billion-dollar question, isn't it?